Sterling Heights Public Library. My name is Brent, and today we're making salmon spread. Okay, so we're going to take a moment here and go over the ingredients. So very simple, very easy. We're not going to be doing any cooking today. We've got 1 brick of cream cheese, 8 ounces. We've got some fresh dill, a couple of bagels, red bell pepper, and smoked salmon. And a little bit of fresh pepper. That'll be very handy. This stuff here is not cheap, so this is a great way to stretch this a little bit. So we're going to start off. The cream cheese has been sitting out for a little while, so that's nice and soft. That's going to be important. If you don't pre-soften it, you can toss it in the microwave for a few seconds to loosen it up. If you do that, make sure it's out of the foil first. You do not want to put foil in your microwave. So set those aside for a moment. So we got the cream cheese in a glass bowl. This here is a 7-ounce package of salmon. This is the cold smoke variety, the one they usually call lox. You can use this. You can use the hot smoked stuff. That works well too. Just take a moment to get this off of the backer. There we go. Now this stuff usually comes pre-sliced, which in this case is not going to be particularly important because we are going to chop it up. Set that aside for a second. This doesn't need to be chopped super fine, because we're going to be running it through a mixer, which is going to break it up a little bit more. But a nice rough chop on this will make that go quicker. Doesn't need to be exact measurements on the salmon. Somewhere between 6 and 8 ounces is good. Package sizes vary a little bit, so you can get away with as little as 4 ounces, but it's better with a little more. Go ahead and... Okay, so we got the salmon and the cream cheese together in our bowl. And I've got a handy dandy hand mixer here. We're going to go ahead and get this start it off slow. Make sure that you keep that mixer down in your stuff, because if you pull it out, you're going to throw cream cheese and salmon all over your kitchen, which is not good. Give this a good mix. You want everything to be well incorporated and to get soft and spreadable. This also incorporates a little bit of air into it, which fluffs it up a little bit and makes it even a little easier to, I'm going to just set that aside for a second. Okay. So, got some of that dill here. We're going to use probably about a 1/4 cup of dill. Give that a chop here. It's a little bit more than a 1/4 of a cup right there, but by the time it's chopped, it's going to be probably about a 1/4 cup. And this does not need to be a super fine chop either, but you do want to break up the leaves because you don't want big strings of dill running through this. This works really good for breakfast or a lunch item. Go ahead and toss that right into our salmon and cream cheese mixture. A little extra there, which I'm just going to set off to the side. Fiddle around that a little bit later. And now with the pepper, we're not going to need the whole thing. We're going to use about half of it. If you're making a bigger batch, you can use a whole pepper, but you want to really taste the salmon in this. You're going to feature that a lot. You don't want the whole thing just tasting like pepper. This adds nice color though, and a little bit of crunch. So we're going to do a fine dice on this. Take that down a little bit finer. Again, I don't really want big chunks of this in there, but I do want recognizable pieces, which is one of the reasons that we add this in last. Because if you put it in too early, your mixer can break it up. Okay. Set that aside for a second. Come back to this. I'll put a few grinds of pepper in there, if you like that. Mix that dill in there good, and then I'm just going to kind of fold in the pepper. There we go. Go. Just get into a nice spreadable consistency. Get stuff off of there. Don't forget to lick your beaters, these are good. Go ahead and just put in some of that pepper. Go ahead and use all of this. Fold that in. Go ahead and transfer this into a smaller dish for serving. Go ahead and split and toast those bagels. And we'll go back from there here in a moment. Okay. All right. And I'm just going to garnish that with a couple of nice sprigs of dill on top. And I'll split a couple of those bagels, toast it up, and we'll come back and put this together. Well, here we are back, and put it on a toasted bagel, garnish it with a little bit of dill. Very festive for breakfast or lunch. Makes a great party spread for crackers too. This is great for holiday gatherings of any kind. Mother's Day is coming. Give this a try. It's super easy and it's delicious.